Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Evangeline's Everyday English podcast, where I talk about everyday topics in simple and natural English. In today's episode, I'd like to talk about New Year's resolutions. What is a New Year's resolution? It is a goal for the new year. What do you want to do this year? What would you like to try in 2024? The New Year's resolution is your declaration, your statement, your promise to yourself for the new year. I will do this. I want to try that. New Year's resolutions are a topic that come up a lot at the end of the year in December and the beginning of the new year in January. Many people, myself included, often ask their friends and family, "What's your New Year's resolution?" And lots of people have more than one resolution as well. Some of the more popular resolutions are, I want to eat healthier, I want to exercise more, travel more, spend more time with family. Many people also say, I'd like to study a new language or pick up a musical instrument. Resolutions often involve creating habits that are physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or intellectually stimulating or healthy. So, a lot of people make resolutions, but there are people who don't. I think there are many reasons to make a resolution or not. A resolution can be a form of motivation, but it can also be a form of disappointment or frustration if you feel that you aren't following through on your resolution perfectly, or if you don't see enough progress. Personally, myself, I find the beginning of a new year to be an incredibly refreshing and revitalizing time. I am excited by the prospect, by the idea of starting anew and making improvements in my life, even if I don't succeed to the extent that I was hoping. I think that New Year's resolutions are good as long as they don't become a form of guilt or unrealistic, unhealthy pressure. Maybe you are thinking, what's your resolution, Evangeline? Do you have a New Year's resolution this year? The answer is yes, I have a few this year. My first resolution is my biggest and most personal resolution. This year, I want to realize my future career. That means I want to understand, choose, and take steps to start my career. As I mentioned in the very first podcast of Evangeline's Everyday English, I joined an online program to get teaching skills. This is my first big step in making my dream of becoming a teacher a reality. This podcast is also a step for me as it pushes me to use and speak English in a clear and understandable way. Thinking about my future career used to be a source of anxiety and fear for me. But now that I have started taking steps to achieving it, I feel more and more excited about it. Second, I want to read 13 books this year. Yes, 13, 1-3. To some, that may seem like a very small number, but maybe to others, it's a high one. For me, it's my goal. Last year, I made the resolution to read 12 books, and I succeeded. So this year, I want to read 12 books plus 1, 13. so that I can keep on reading and also push myself just a little bit more this year. Currently, I'm reading the third book in the Expanse series called Abaddon's Gate. I really love the genre of sci-fi, science fiction, so I'm enjoying this series a lot so far. I also heard that it became a TV show with 6 seasons, so I am looking forward to watching it one day once I finish reading the book series. Also, attached to this resolution of reading 13 books, I have a daily habit or a rule, which is to read every day, no matter what, even if it's just one page. Having this habit helps me because it makes my resolution actionable on a day-to-day basis. Having this concrete, specific, and realistic step to achieving my 13 books goal makes the resolution much more attainable for me, so much easier to achieve. My third and last resolution is to continue my own journey of learning languages. As you know, if you listened to the first episode, I currently live in Japan. I've been studying Japanese for over 5 years now, 5+ years. And although I think my level is decent, I definitely want to keep improving to attain a high level of fluency one day. I also studied Italian at university and I adored it. I really loved it. But since I've been in Japan, of course, I've been focusing on learning Japanese, so I haven't been focusing on my Italian. However, last year, I joined a course in my city for group lessons of Italian, so that started the process of studying it again. So I hope that this year in 2024, I can make a lot more progress in relearning and getting better at speaking Italian even more than my previous level. I am working on improving these languages in a couple ways, so if people are interested, I can talk about language learning methods and what I do personally in another episode. Now, I feel like I've just talked a lot about myself, so I want to hear about you. What are your resolutions for 2024? What do you want to do this year? Do you want to learn something new? Are there habits from 2023 that you want to keep up with, continue doing? Are you trying to find ways to connect more with your friends, family, or community? Feel free to email me at evangelineseverydayenglish@gmail.com with your resolutions or reasons why you won't be making any this year. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Have a great day and Happy New Year to you all.